Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Yay! Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-okay. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is how it should be. Saima says yes. Hello, Saima. Katie says yes. Thank you, Katie. Carlos, howdy, howdy. Carlos says yes. NYT says yes. Okay, great, great, great. You can see me. You can hear me. Everything is how it should be. Okay, great, great. Well, thank you for being here with me because, of course, without you, there's no reason for me to be here. And we always start our class with a toast. Yes, we have actually two toasts. Our first toast will be for the green team, the members who support me every month. Their names are in green. For example, Carlos. You can see Carlos. Carlos joined the channel. He supports me every month. He's on the green team. His name is in green. Let's give the green team a big thank you. So raise your beverage for our toast. Here we go. Cheers. If you don't have a beverage, we can fist bump. Bump. Cheers. Bump. Cheers. Bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Hot coffee. Our second toast, it's for you, because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Okay. Shafika says yes. Thank you. Okay, that was our toast. Okay, Julie, hello, hello. Mercy, okay, it's great to see you all. Yes, indeed. And here is our lesson plan today. We're doing a worksheet with 3 videos. One worksheet, 3 videos. The topic is have. I have. So let's write the topic here. And actually, the pattern is actually the structure. We're doing pattern, topic, vocabulary, right? So the pattern is I have. The topic, we have 3 topics: food containers, injuries, plural nouns, and then the vocabulary that fits into the pattern, okay? And so there's a worksheet and 3 videos. So there's a video for each topic, okay? So the pattern is, so the structure, pattern plus topic plus vocabulary. So basically, this is making sentences, right? All English sentences have this form, basically, right? Our pattern, the grammar, right? The sentence structure. What are you talking about? What is the topic? And of course, the vocabulary, right? The words that we use to communicate, right? So topic, our pattern, topic, vocabulary. Our pattern is I have. Right, and this is for possess something, possession, ownership. Right, so what do you have? Oh, I have a pen, right? It's mine. I went to the store. I bought it. It's mine. I own it. I possess it, right? Okay, so there's our pattern I have. And then we have 3 topics. We have food containers. Here's our topics. Food containers. For example, like a plate of, so you might have, so you have a meal, right? And there's a plate. You eat off a plate, but what's on the plate, right? And so, oh, it's a plate of pasta. It's a plate of vegetables, right? So it's just a way to count food, right? So a bowl of ice cream, a carton of milk, right? How we count food. So, so I'll put that here. So, like for example, a plate of, a bag of, right? So, like for example, a bag of potato chips, right, and so forth. So, how we count food, food containers, like the things that contain food, things we put food in, like, right? So I have a cup of water. So the container is the cup, or this is a mug. And so what is in the mug today is water. So this mug contains water. My tumbler, so I have a tumbler of coffee. So this tumbler contains coffee. So otherwise, coffee needs to be contained. Food needs to be contained. Otherwise, it's going to be on the floor, right? It'll be on the floor. Where like paper doesn't need a container. Paper is paper. And so if I just put it here, it's fine, right? If I put it here on my head, it's fine. But food and drinks, they need containers. Otherwise, they're going to be on the floor. And we won't be able to drink them. We won't be able to eat them. So food needs containers. So this is a video, right? And we're going to watch the video and then do the worksheet. And then our next video is going to be injuries. Injuries. Or illnesses. And so we use have for, they're kind of just expressions, you know, I have a cold, I have a fever. You possess it, right? Possess. So, it's part of you, right? If you have a cold, it's in your body. If you have a fever, it's in your body. You possess it. And so I have a broken arm. Oh no, I have a fever. Oh no. So those are injuries, illnesses, and we use have. And our third video is going to be plural nouns. Plural nouns and more than one, right? And again, possessive. Like I have 2 dogs. I have 2 tennis rackets, right? Plural things that you have. And so we have to add an S, right? So I have socks. I have 2 chairs, okay? And so we're gonna just use plural nouns. And so we have 3 videos, 1 worksheet, our pattern, I have, our topics, 3 topics, food containers, we need an R there. Okay, food containers is a topic, injuries, illnesses, that's another topic, plural nouns, another topic. We have 3 topics, 3 videos, and then vocabulary that fit into the pattern, right? So food containers, a plate of, I have a plate of pasta, for example. Okay, we're making sentences. We are practicing together. We will be watching videos. We will be making sentences in the chat. what I want you to do is write sentences in the chat because you'll be helping yourself and helping others, right? We learn by example. So by participating in the chat, you will be doing two things. You will be helping yourself, practicing English, and helping others by providing examples, right? So the more examples you see, the better you can understand how the pattern works, how the topic, what we do with the topic, what vocabulary we use with the topic, right? And so the more you write, the more you give examples, and the examples help people fit the vocabulary into the topic using the pattern. Fit the vocabulary in the pattern. Fit the vocabulary in the pattern with the topic. Fit the vocabulary in the pattern with the topic. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. I'm looking at, I haven't looked at the chat, sorry. See, Mercy, hello Mercy. Anna, hello Anna. Kazo, hello Kazo. Okay, Carlos. Had a van, but now I have a, had a car, but now I have a van. Good, good, good. So Carlos used had in the past tense, right? So have is present tense, had is past tense. Thank you, Carlos. Okay, let's, Simon says, I have a garden. Good, good, good. So let's go ahead and look at the worksheet real quick, and then we'll do the, well, I want to show you what the worksheet looks like. Again, on my Patreon, all the worksheets we do here are there. So support me on Patreon so I can support you here. So right now you can see. Okay, so here we have the worksheet, and this is our first topic, fruit containers. Okay, fruit containers. And then you're going to be making sentences using the pattern and the topic. The topic is here. So we'll get back to that in a minute. First, let's watch the video. The video will give us some ideas, right? And then once you see the video and we look at the worksheet, then you will make your own sentences. So let's have a look at the video and let's practice the sentences together. Let's say the sentences together, okay? Here we go. And let's do it. Here we go. Yeah. So real quick, so the video says think in English. And so the reason it says think in English is if you memorize the pattern, and depending on the topic, right? So let's say supermarket, right? Let's say we have food containers and maybe you're shopping in the supermarket. And so you have the pattern in your head, you understand the pattern, you remembered many patterns, and then all of a sudden you see the items, right? You see the vocabulary in the supermarket, for example, right? Then you won't have to translate. So basically, if you're a Spanish speaker and if you are translating from Spanish to English, it's very slow. But if you can think in English, you see it and you can just instantly say it in English, that is fluency, that is thinking in English. And so by memorizing these patterns, memorizing vocabulary, knowing the topic, you can start processing faster, you can start thinking in English. So by memorizing patterns, understanding vocabulary that fit in the topic, vocabulary that goes with the topic, you can start thinking in English. You don't have to translate it. It'll just start coming to your mind. You'll just think it and you'll just say it, right? So that is fluency. That is thinking in English, right? We don't want to translate. It's slow, and we end up making many mistakes. We end up not speaking. We end up just getting mixed up by translating. So we want to think in English. We just want to say it. You see it, and we want to say it, right? So that is the purpose of think in English. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Okay. Here we go. I have a glass of lemonade. I have a plate of pasta. I have a tub of butter. I have a carton of milk. I have a bottle of water. I have a bowl of soup. I have a can of beer. I have a bag of potato chips. I have a jar of jam. I have a loaf of bread. Okay, so let's go back and let's look at these containers, right? Plate of, bag of, for example. Okay, so we have a glass of lemonade, and so a glass of, and for example, a glass of water, a glass of tea, right? And so if it's cold, we use a glass, right? If it's hot, we use a cup, right? Because you can, here's a handle, so we can hold the handle. So the liquid is hot, and so we don't have to burn our hands. But if it's cold, we don't need the handle. So it's a glass, and so without a handle, right, it's a glass. With the handle, it's a cup, okay? Cup, glass, cup, glass, right? And so a glass of, a plate of pasta, a tub of butter, and so the tub, and so it's usually like plastic maybe, and you might need a spoon to get it out, or a knife, right? So with butter, you take a little butter knife, scoop out a little bit of butter, put it on your toast. Or a tub of ice cream, right? You have an ice cream scoop, and you scoop it out of the tub. And then a carton, and so a carton is usually made of paper, and so you could recycle the milk carton because they're made of paper. And so maybe a carton of milk, right? Also a carton of cream, carton of yogurt, right? Like the yogurt drink comes in a carton. So a carton is made of paper. And then a bottle, it's made of glass. And so like a bottle of water, a bottle of beer. And so the container is glass. It's a bottle. And there's, you drink from the top part there. And then a bowl. And so we use a bowl to hold food, right? And here's a soup. We put soup in a bowl. We put ice cream in a bowl. Things, usually liquid, right? Or things we use a spoon with, come in a bowl. A can, aluminum, and so like usually, you know, there's a pop top there. And so we have a can of beer, there'll be cola comes in a can of Coke, a can of, yeah, usually beer and cola comes in cans. We drink out of a can. It's made aluminum. A bag of potato chips, right? And so it's sealed, and so like potato chips come in bags, cookies come in bags, snacks come in bags. A jar, and so a jar is glass, but the top is large. So the opening is large, right? And so maybe jam comes in a jar, peanut butter comes in a jar, and so the opening is large. Mayonnaise comes in a jar, maybe, you know. So the opening is large. Where a bottle, it's smaller, right? So we go back. So you can see a bottle, the top is small, right? So the top is small, where the jar is large. So the top is large. Here, the bottle, the top is small, and the jar, the top is large. And then bread comes in a loaf. We say a loaf of bread. It's uncut, right? It's not sliced. So it's a loaf. And then if you start cutting it, you slice it. So then you have a slice of bread. Okay? Like if you want a sandwich, you need to slice the bread, right? Then you can make a sandwich. Where when you bake bread, you break it in a loaf, or you bake it in a loaf. Then you cut it to eat it. Okay, so those are the containers. That was the video. Now let's make sentences. Let's do the worksheet. So let's go back to the worksheet here. Okay, here is our worksheet. I'll make it larger. And this is where you're going to be making your sentences. So we have A, B, C, D. So for example, A, I have a tub of butter. B, a carton of milk. C, a jar of jam. D, a loaf of bread. So please do B, C, D, and then make your own sentences. Okay, Carlos, I'm looking at the chat. Carlos says, what about pizza? A box of pizza? No. Pizza comes in a box? Yeah, that's strange. Carlos, I used to work at Domino's when I was a university student. I worked at Domino's. I delivered pizza long time ago, and it comes in a box. And so we just say a medium, a small, medium, and large. Good question. We don't say box of pizza. We just say order. I want to order a pizza. So pizza, container. Yeah, a good question. I'm not sure. normally we just say, oh, I want a small pizza. I want a medium pizza. I want a large pizza. I want a slice of pizza. Yeah, I have a pizza. I have a medium pizza. I have a small pizza. I have a large pizza. I have an extra large pizza. Not box of pizza. Yeah, good question. Yeah, Carlos. I don't know. We don't say though, but we don't say box of pizza. If you say, oh, I have a box of pizza, people go, that's strange, right? Like, yeah, I don't know, Carlos. Like, okay, I have a box here. Hold on. So I have a box right here. This is a box. And, right, and so we have a box. And you wouldn't say, oh, a box of pizza. That's strange. Oh, what's inside? Oh, pizza's inside. No, pizza isn't inside. We don't say, oh, I have a box of pizza. I'm delivering, you know, pizza comes in a box. It's a pizza box, but we don't use it as a counter. Shafika says, plate of pizza. We don't use that either. I think it's an exception. Yeah, Carlos. I think it's an exception. When we count pizza, we count slices, right? So it's a slice. Like, how many slices do you want? Oh, I'll have 2 slices of pizza. But for a whole pizza, it's small, medium, large, extra large. Yeah, Mercy, I have a piece of pizza. Yeah. That's really good, Carlos. I was stumped. Slice of pizza, that's right, Mercy. But that's not the whole, like a whole pizza. Right? So that's a whole pizza. And then we can slice it, right? And then you slice the pizza. How many slices do you want? Right? I'll have 2 slices of pizza. Right? I'll have 2 slices of pizza, please. Some place like New York style pizza, you order like slices, but they're really big. But I'm stumped. I don't know, Carlos. It's the exception, I think. You can do that, Carlos. Yeah, I have a plate with 2 slices of pizza. That's good. Yeah. That's a good sentence. Yeah, good. I have 2 slices of bread to make a turkey sandwich. That's nice. So, Julia, that is good. Okay. Oh, okay, NYT, I have a tub of ice cream. Good. I have a carton of corn porridge. Okay. Carlos, I have a carton of milk. Yeah, so B is I have a carton of milk. Good. So even though this might be easy for you, it's good to practice writing, right? And that's part of like thinking in English, right? So maybe, you know, it's not a difficult pattern, right? The pattern's not difficult. The worksheet is not difficult. But what this does, it gets you thinking in English, right? Just memorizing the pattern. It sounds natural. I have a tub of butter. I have a carton of milk. I have a slice of pizza, right? So it gets you into that memorizing the pattern, into fluency, right? You understand this sounds natural. It makes sense. You could say it quickly. You can say it easily. So even though it's not difficult, right? You see the pattern, you see the vocabulary. Oh yeah, this is easy. But what that does, it gets you, it helps your thinking in English. It gets your brain to memorize that pattern. So when you do use it in real life, it'll just come out. You'll say it naturally. You'll say it easily. You'll say it without thinking. You'll say it without translating it from your native language. So it's, even though it's easy, it's going to help your fluency. It's going to help you think in English. So that's the purpose of it. Okay, Carlos, I have a jar of jalapenos. And so like you can see what, and then Shafika, I have a jar of honey. So what this does, you're now using the pattern, you're using the topic, and you're making your own vocabulary, right? So that's the purpose of this. So you can see Carlos, you can see Shafika, right? They're using the pattern, they're using the topic, but they're putting their own vocabulary in here, right? So they're just thinking in English and they're making sentences smooth, nice, correct, natural sentences, right? And so that's the purpose of this, right? So just use the pattern, use the topic, and put vocabulary into the pattern that fits the topic. So well done. Great, Mercy. Mercy, I have a carton of milk for the milkshake I'll make for breakfast. Nice. Saima, I have a jar of pickles. Yeah. So you guys are doing perfect. Doing it how I thought you would do it. Right? When I make the worksheet, when I make the videos, this is my thinking process. This is what I want you guys to do. Okay, let's go 2 more minutes and then we'll go to our next topic. So 2 more minutes, write sentences, and then we will go to our next topic. The next topic is injuries, illness, so we'll watch the video. Okay, Mercy, I have a tub of butter. Good. Hello, Judith. We're making sentences. The topic is, or the pattern is I have. The topic is food containers. Things that food goes into. Shafika, I have a carton of chocolate milk. Judith, long time no see. Okay, cereal is a box. So a box of cereal. Okay, so good. Okay, Shafika, cereal comes in a box. So we say box of cereal. Carton is with liquids. A carton of milk, a carton of orange juice, a carton of cream. But cereal comes in a box of cereal. Okay, Carlos, yes, I have a tub of butter. Yeah, Mercy, a box of cereal. Judith, you're working every night. That's good. Working is good. We gotta work. Carlos, a jar of sugar. Okay. Yeah, jar of sugar works. Okay, that's 2 minutes. There you go, Shafika. That is correct. So, a box of cereal. NYT, loaf of meat, no. So meat we use by what it weighs. So meat, we say it by weight. So I have a kilo of beef, or I have 2 ounces. So meat is weight. So not loaf. Loaf is for bread. Meat comes, we use that for weight. I'll have 2 ounces of steak. Okay, good. Let's go to our next topic now. Our next topic is injuries, illnesses. So the video is going to be here. And so let's watch the video. Let's check out vocabulary, right? So the pattern I have, the topic is illness, injuries, and let's have a look at some of the vocabulary in the video, which is going to be right here. Mercy, I have a loaf of bread. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Injuries video. Okay. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Judith. Here we go. I have a broken arm. I have a headache. I have a sprained ankle. I have a cold. Thank you, Judith. I have a cut on my finger. I have a fever. I have a bruise on my leg. I have a stomach ache. I have a swollen elbow. I have the flu. Okay, let's go back and talk about these injuries. Talk about the injuries. Maybe some of the words are difficult to pronounce. Maybe some of the vocabulary is a little difficult. Okay, so broken, that's your bone. So that's a bone. So our arm, we have a big bone, right? So broken arm means the bone in your arm is broken, right? So the bone is broken. So broken leg, the bone is broken. So when you have a broken finger, the bone is broken. Inside, right? Inside your body. And then when your head hurts, we say headache. Ache means it hurts. It's painful. So ache. And so we have a headache. We have a stomach ache. We have a backache. So when part of your body hurts, we say ache. Sprained, so here we have a sprained ankle. So a joint. So like this is a joint. So I can move. This is so here's my arm and here's my hand. And so there's a joint that separates my hand and arm, right? They're attached. It's one part, but I have a joint that allows me to move my wrist, right? And so when your joint is hurt, we say sprained, right? So you could have a sprained hand, sprained elbow, right? So this joint here, and so when a joint is not working properly, when a joint is not good, we say sprained, right? If you injure your joint, we say sprained. And then I have a cold, right? So that's just common cold, usually a cough, runny nose, and you're a little tired. And so we call that a cold. And then when your skin has a cut, right? You cut your skin like a knife, you're cooking or something and you cut something, right? And blood comes out. So I have a cut on my finger, right? I have a cut on my arm. I have a cut on my head. I have a cut on my cheek, right? So part of your body and the skin has a cut. Maybe there's some blood. Then we just say, I have a cut on my arm. Okay, I have a cut on my shoulder. And then fever, that's when you have a high temperature. Your body is hot above a certain temperature, then it's a fever. A bruise is damage to the skin. And so if you hit your skin hard, it'll turn color. It'll turn a color, right? And so usually it's like purple or black, blue. And so we call those bruises. So when you hit your body hard and then under your skin, there's blood under your skin. It's not a cut, right? If you cut, blood comes out. But if you hit your arm, you're not making a cut. So the blood is under your skin, and so then you can see it, right? You can see the blood under your skin. Under your skin, we call that a bruise, and the color is usually black or purple or red. We call that a bruise. Like a headache, right? Your head hurts. Stomach, when your stomach, inside your stomach hurts, we call that a stomach ache. Swollen is when you hurt part of your body and there's like, they call it like a hematoma, and that's when under your skin it swells up, maybe like by blood, or I'm not sure exactly, but it's called a hematoma. And so, or like swollen, right? And so like your elbow is swollen, it gets injured and it'll swell up. And yeah, and so like I had surgery here, right here, and I had skin cancer removed. The doctors cut, and then after they took out the skin cancer and they sewed it up, my arm was very swollen. It was a hematoma, and so because my arm was injured by the doctors, right? Cutting open my arm, and that caused my arm to be injured, and so it swelled up, and so it was swollen from the injury. And then the flu, that is more serious than a cold, right? When you have a cold, you have a runny nose and maybe a cough. The flu, you have a high temperature, you're not feeling well at all, and so you have to rest and take medicine, to get your body temperature down. And so this is more, the flu is more serious than a cold. Okay, good, good, good. So there we go. That was the video. So now let's make sentences, yeah? So that was the video. So our next topic, injuries and illnesses. Let's have a look at the worksheet, and then I want you to make sentences in the chat. Where's the worksheet? There it is. Okay, so let's go our next part in the worksheet. We have injuries. So number one, I have a broken arm. B, a cut on my finger. C, a bruise on my leg. D, a swollen elbow. So let's make sentences using our body, like injuries or illnesses. Hello, Sumayet. How are you today? Okay, we have some sentences in the chat. Julia, I don't feel well today. I think I have a fever. Very good. Shafika, I have a backache. Good. Shafika, I have a cough. Good. Okay, Sumayet, I don't feel well today. I think I have a fever. Good. I have a slice of pizza. So on Friday, maybe you want to use had, Sumayet. I had a slice of pizza on Friday. I had a slice of pizza on Friday. Okay, Carlos, I have a headache. NYT, I have a broken toe. Oh, that hurts. I know that feeling when you hurt your toes. It's very painful. Mercy, I usually have a cut on my finger. Mercy, why usually? Usually, why do you say usually? No. So I have a leg ache, no. So, okay. Yeah, so good question. So we say headache, we say stomach ache, we say backache. Now, your bones break. So stomach, right? So it's inside you. It's kind of open, right? So food goes in, and there's a big space in your stomach for food. And so if you eat something that your body doesn't like, then you might have like a stomach ache, right? Oh, that food, that pasta, or that pork wasn't good. It was old, maybe. Now I have a stomach ache. Your head, like your brain can throb, right? It's like, oh, I got this headache. Your back, right? You lift something up and you strain it. Oh, I have a backache. My back is hurting. But like your leg, you have bones and muscle. And so if your muscle is not feeling well, we say, you can say I have a muscle ache, or I have what do we say? So think about this, Carlos. So your leg has bones and muscle. And so what hurts is the muscle, right? And so we could say like a muscle strain, a muscle cramp, a muscle ache. I have a muscle ache You can say that. So in my leg, I have a muscle ache. Or in my leg, I have a muscle cramp. Okay, so for your leg, I have muscle cramp. Usually we say cramp, right? So when like that happens to my calf, like, you know, so my calf muscle. So here's leg, here's a knee, and then so this is the calf. Right, so here's your ankle and this muscle, calf muscle, and like for me, like if I'm running, it'll get tight, and so I'll have like a calf, a cramp here in my calf. So I have a cramp in my calf. Right, so I have a muscle ache is okay. Okay, so with your leg, it's muscle, it's bone and muscle. Where like your head, you have a brain. Your stomach, right, is intestines. Your back, you know, there's like vertebrae, and it's a little different. It's complicated. But for like legs and arms, shoulders, shoulder ache. I have like a pain, a shoulder pain, for example, a muscle cramp, a muscle ache, a muscle pain. You can use pain, cramp, ache, pain. Okay. Calves, yeah, good. Calves. That's correct. That's right. Okay, Julia. Yesterday I cut my finger while I made my salad for my lunch. That's good. Sometimes I have cramps. Yeah, Mercy, cramps. Okay, Sumiyat, she has a broken arm. So, Sumiyat, here's our pattern. This is the pattern. So why you say is? So she has. So I have. I, you, they, we have. And then she, he, it has. Okay? And then past tense is had. So like she, you had, I had. Okay, so right, so don't forget this. I have, you have, they have, we have, I had, you had, they had, we had, she has, he has, it has, she had, he had, it had. That's the pattern. Susan, hello. No, that's not a weird question, Carlos. Please ask those. Those are, never do that. Never say, oh, sorry. No more. Please ask those questions, because I don't think of like, oh, I didn't think about that, right? So you guys help me too. Like, oh, I didn't think about it like that before. Or that's the first time I heard that, and then we can talk about it. Yes, NYT. I have a swollen knee. Yeah. Yeah, Mercy, I have a swollen ankle. Ah, Suzanne, I had a headache, yeah, like yesterday. I have a swollen shoulder, okay. Sumaya, I have a swollen ankle, good. Saima, she couldn't sleep last night, so she has a headache. But last night we want to use past tense. She couldn't sleep last night because she had a headache. That's better, because. So Saima, why couldn't she sleep? Because she had a headache, right? She couldn't sleep last night because she had a headache. Okay, good. Let's look at the clock. Let's 2 more minutes, okay? 2 more minutes. Write your sentences using injuries. And then our next topic and video is plural nouns, okay? So 2 more minutes making sentences using injuries, illnesses, okay? Here we go, 2 more minutes. And then we're gonna switch topics and watch the next video. Oh, Sumaya, I have stiff shoulders. That works. NYT, good. Shafika, I have allergic on full season. Okay, Shafika, I have allergies for every season. So, Shafika, I have allergies in spring. I have allergies in fall. I have allergies in summer. I have allergies in winter. I have allergies during the year. I have allergies for every season. So change your sentence. Good, Carlos. I have a cut on my finger. I need a Band-Aid. Very good. So writing these sentences, everyone can see our examples, right? So we're helping everybody. Yes, Sumayet, I have a broken arm. That is correct. So by writing sentences in the chat, you're helping yourself, practicing, and helping others with your example sentence. Susan, yeah, I have a broken leg. Suzanne, I have a broken leg. Okay. That's 2 minutes. It's time to change activities. Oh, good, Shafika. I have allergies in autumn. Perfect. I have allergies in spring here in Japan. I have allergies in spring, but each year they're getting better. Yeah, Kazo, I have a shoulder pain. That works. Okay, Sumayat, thank you. Okay, our next topic is plural nouns, all right? So we're using our pattern and vocabulary for the topic. The topic is plural nouns. Let's have a look at the video, and then you will make your own sentences using the pattern and topic. Okay, so here we go. The video is going to be right here. Plural nouns, right? So nouns, more than one thing. More than one thing. Suzanne, I have a stomach pain. That works. I have a sick... No, we say headache. We say headache. Oh, my head hurts. You could say my head hurts, or I have a headache. Usually we say headache. That's your best choice, right? I have a headache. You can say I have a pain. I have a pain in my head. I have a pain in my head, but we want to say headache is best. Okay, here we go. Let's check out the video. Let's look at the vocabulary, and then you'll make your own sentences. Here we go. And let's do it. Let's say the sentences together. Oh, Suzanne, I have a sore throat. Perfect. Here we go. I have 3 siblings. I have many books in my bookcase. I have 2 cats and a dog. I have a lot of friends in my neighborhood. I have some questions about the project. I have plenty of clothes in my closet. I have many emails to respond to. I have some apples in the fridge. I have lots of plans this weekend. I have a couple of appointments this afternoon. Okay, let's go back. Let's talk about some of these nouns here. Okay, so siblings, that's brothers and sisters. So you can say, oh, I have 1 brother and 2 sisters, or you can say I have 3 siblings, right? I have 1 brother and 2 sisters, or I have 3 siblings. So siblings equals brother and sister. Okay, so many books, that means more than 1, right? So I have many books, and so book is our noun, and so many books, and there's an S there. So when we have plurals, we add an S to it. So it's noun plus S, right? Okay, so book, books. Okay, so plural. Okay, so I have 2 cats and a dog. So if we put the plural first, cats, then the sentence is plural. A dog is lost, and so that's singular, but that's okay. So I have 2 cats and a dog. And so when it's plural, there's no a, right? I have 2 cats, but a means 1. So we can say, I have 2 cats and 1 dog. Okay, so a equals 1. So you have a choice here. So, okay, I have 2 cats. So Cat is the noun, S makes it plural, cats. I have 2 cats, and then I have a dog, or you could say I have 1 dog. So a equals 1, not plural. Plural means more than 1. So plural means more than 1. Okay, and so you need an S. And then a lot of, right? So we have many, a lot, right? That's so a lot of friends. You can say I have many friends. I have many friends in my neighborhood. I have a lot of friends in my neighborhood. You can say I have 10 friends in my neighborhood. I have 10 friends in my neighborhood. I have a lot of friends in my neighborhood. I have many friends in my neighborhood. Katie, hello. And then some questions. So that's less, right? So so I have many friends. I have some friends. So here I have some questions. I have many questions. Plenty. Plenty. I have plenty of clothes, meaning enough. I do not need to buy more clothes. I have plenty of clothes. I don't need any more. I have enough. So enough means plenty. I don't need to go to the store. I don't need to buy more. I have plenty. More than enough. Okay. Carlos, good question. Carlos says fish. Now, fish is, that fish is uncountable. So, for example, I have 5 fish, right? There's no S. That is irregular. And so same with, so like for food, we did containers. So we count the containers. We don't count the milk, right? So I have 4 cartons of milk. I have, okay, bags of. I have 5 bags of potato chips. So, or no. Let's say, okay, I have, okay, water is uncountable, right? Like fish, right? Water, fish. There's no S. And so you say, I have 5 fish. But water, we have to use the container. So you can say, I have 5 bottles of water. So fish and water, that means that's the same idea. So, okay, I have 5 fish. Right? There's no S. Right? There's no S. Okay, there's no S. So like fish, water's the same. We don't say fishes. We don't say waters. So here, 5, right? So 5 is our plural, right? More than 1. And then we have bottles, right? More than 1. So I have 5 bottles of water. So, okay, Carlos. So there are some irregular nouns. or uncountable nouns? So it's not a strange question. That's a great question. Good, Suzanne. I have a lot of flowers. Yeah, Suzanne, nice sentence. Okay, many emails. Okay, so 1 email, 2 emails. Some apples, right? Like, for example, we did some questions, right? So I have some apples, I have many apples. Some apples, many apples. A lot of plans. So a plan is an activity. And so you have many things to do. Many things to do. Lots of plans to do. Many activities to do. Many meetings to go to. Appointments. That's kind of like you have people you have to see. An appointment, maybe you have a doctor's appointment, so you have to go see the doctor. You have a appointment at the DMV. You have to go to the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicle. You have to do something with your license. So you have an appointment at the DMV. So people you have to see, people you have to talk to, people you have to meet. Appointment. Okay, good. Okay, let's go to the worksheet. Time for you to make sentences. Okay, here we go. Plural nouns. I have 2 cats, a lot of friends, plenty of clothes, a couple of appointments. Okay, Katie, I have some ideas about this subject. Good, that's good. Sumayet, I have lots of plans this weekend. I have a couple of appointments this afternoon at the bank. Yeah, Sumayet. So, appointments this afternoon at the bank. Shafiq, I have some good news for you. Good news. Okay, Katie, I am having a coffee. Me too. In my orange tumbler, I have coffee in my tumbler. Ah, Suzanne, I have a lot of friends. Good for you. Suzanne, I have 2 cats. You're welcome, Sumayet. Okay, NYT, I have some pens and erasers on my desk. Good. Katie, I have many trips this year. So we don't need to say in. So Katie, I have many trips this year. Shafika, I have some chores to do this weekend at home. Nice. Carlos, I have 3 jobs for the next week. Okay, good, Carlos. Suzanne, you're very welcome. Okay, yeah, friends are important, right, Suzanne? Mercy, I have a couple of appointments this week. Good. Saima, I have a dog. Well, okay, we're using plurals. Saima, your sentence is correct, but your topic is wrong. Your sentence is correct, but your topic is wrong. Okay, let's do 2 more minutes, and then we have a quiz. So in the chat, on top of the chat, there's a white box. Choose the best word. So we have a quiz on top of the chat. If you haven't done it, please do it. It's on top of the chat. It's a white box. choose the best word. NYT, I have plenty of classes this week. Good. Okay, Mercy, I have plenty of winter clothes. So winter is not, it's not possessive. Clothes, right? That's your plural noun. So you just want to say, I have plenty of winter clothes. Winter clothes. There's no possessive S. I agree 100%, Suzanne. Okay, 2 minutes. Here we go, 2 minutes, and then we're going to do the quiz. And of course, go to my Patreon page, support me there, and get all the worksheets we do here. There are many worksheets. Lots of worksheets. Tons of worksheets. Hundreds of worksheets. You're welcome, Carlos. My pleasure. This is an extra live stream class. It's Sunday here. It's a rainy day in Japan. My kids are gone they're with their friends. My wife is doing something, and so, okay, I will do a live stream today. Oh, Shafika, nice. I have plenty of money to pay my bills this month. So, plenty of money. Okay, I want to say enough is better, Shafika. It sounds more natural. I have enough money to pay my bills this month. That sounds more natural, okay? So, Shafika, I want you to change your sentence. I want you to say enough. That sounds more natural. I have enough money to pay my bills this month. Okay, we have about 10 seconds, and then we're going to do the quiz on top of the chat. Okay. That was 2 minutes. Okay, Sam, I have many classes this week. Good, good, good. That's enough. Okay, good, good. Well, so the worksheet is on my Patreon. Of course, they're all, yeah, good, good, good. Okay, the worksheet is there. Okay, so good job, everybody. Today we practiced the topic the pattern. Sorry. Today we practiced the pattern I have. We practiced 3 topics today. 3 topics: food containers, injuries, illnesses, plural nouns. And then you put in vocabulary for the pattern to fit the topic, right? You put vocabulary in the pattern to fit the topic, right? So the vocabulary and topic match. Okay, now let's do the quiz now, all right? So on top of the chat, there is a white box. It's a quiz. Choose the best word. Let's check it out. Oh, good, Shafika. I have enough money to pay my bills this month. Fantastic. Good sentence. Sounds natural, very natural. And that is important to pay your bills. To have enough money to pay your bills is important. Okay, here we go. Let's check out the quiz. Here we go. Okay, are you ready for the quiz? All right. choose the best word. And the sentence is, I have friends coming over later. I have friends coming over later. Choose the best word. Is it a? Is it n? Is it the? Is it some? Does the sentence go like this? I have a friends coming over later. I have n friends coming over later. I have the friends coming over later. I have some friends coming over later. Choose the best word. Good luck. All right. Okay, I'm looking at the chat. Oh, Katie, I have enough shoes. Good, good, good. No more shoes. I tell my wife, you have enough shoes. Don't buy any more shoes. You have enough. NYT, some. Sumayet, some. Mercy, some friends. Suzanne, I have some friends coming over later. Yes. That is the correct word. That is the correct sentence. Yes, Shafika, some friends. I have some friends coming over later. That is the correct word, some. Yes, Carlos, some. I don't have enemies. That is good, Katie. Enemies, that is not good. I have no enemies. Okay, good job, everybody. Well done. Yeah, Julia, some friends. Yeah, good, good. Well, thank you so much for being here, because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So thank you for your kind support. I really appreciate it. I had fun. I hope you had fun too. We did a worksheet and looked at 3 videos, and you wrote lots of sentences. So today we had lots of practice and I had fun. So thank you for that. And I will be back on Tuesday, 5 p.m. I live in Japan, so that is Japan time. Also, for all the worksheets we do in our live stream classes are on my Patreon. Also, join the channel like Carlos did. His name is in green. Carlos supports me every month. He joined the channel. So thank you so much, Carlos. Mwah. And if you like what I'm doing, if you enjoy my classes, please join the channel. Go to my Patreon, support me there. I have books at Amazon.com and all that jazz, as you know. And I will be back on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Japan time. Thank you, Katie. And have a great weekend, everyone. Be safe, be healthy, smile. When you smile, you're happy and you help other people be happy, because when you smile, they will smile. Okay, so let's count down and say goodbye together, shall we? Okay, good. Thank you so much, Carlos. Okay, we are counting down to say goodbye together. Okay, here we go. Until Tuesday. Peace and love, Katie. Here we go. Oh, those hearts. I love the hearts. Thank you. Hearts in the chat. I appreciate that. Okay, here we go. We're counting down to say goodbye together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. I will see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Peace and love to you and your family. And please smile. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.